We all have heard about the latest news. The government might consider removing the 15 months wait-out period if HDB prices continue to moderate. Now, how is this going to affect you as a HDB owner, or if you are a buyer looking to buy your very own flat in year 2025 or 2026? In this video, I'm going to run through with you what are the possible scenarios that can happen and also provide you with some solutions to help better position yourself as a HDB owner for the rest of the year. So currently, if you are a private condo owner below 55, you have to wait for 15 months before you can downsize to a HDB. If you are above 55, you can downsize immediately, but there is a limit on size. You can only downgrade to a 4-room or smaller flat. The supply of larger HDB flats like 5-room or bigger units is much lower compared to the smaller ones, and this has caused price to increase over the years. Now, the government is aware of this and has plans to roll out 50,000 BTO in year 2025 to 2027, with the supply expected to increase even more in 2028. This could help moderate the market, but at the same time, with so many new flats entering the market, older flats may face more competition, which makes their prices harder to maintain. Now, what happens if the 15-month rule is removed? Private condo owners can now downgrade to HDB flat immediately. This will increase demand for HDB flats, especially for the larger ones, which are already short in supply. More buyers will be looking to purchase these flats, which could drive prices even higher in the short term. As more new flats are built, many buyers prefer these newer units, especially when they are priced similarly to the older ones. This puts pressure on older HDB flats, as newer ones usually have better conditions, making them more appealing. For example, let's say you own a 5-room flat in a HDB block. If there are newer BTOs being built nearby, potential buyers will be drawn to the newer flats first, even if the price is similar. Now, over time, as more new flats are being built, the resale value of older ones may face a downward pressure. Now, if you live in an area with limited BTO, like near the MRT or in a central location, your flat may hold its value better. Demand for flats near MRT or key amenities will always be strong, keeping prices relatively stable over the long time. In contrast, if you live in a location with a lot of upcoming BTOs like Bukit Batok area, your flat may face more competition from the newer units. This could make it harder to maintain or to increase the value of your flat, especially if new BTOs are built at a faster rate. So what can you do to protect your property value? For existing owners, you can consider upgrading to a larger flat if you are in an area with limited supply of bigger flats. As we have seen, the demand for larger units is higher, and because the supply of such flats is smaller, they tend to hold their value better. Another strategy is to consider upgrading to a flat in a prime or central location. Flats near the MRT or in high demand areas tend to have better price stability. Even as new BTO flats are built, the demand for these properties in prime location will always remain strong, making them a safe bet for long-term value retention. Now, how do we plan ahead with the new HDB classification? The government has introduced a new classification for HDB flats: Standard, Plus, and Prime. Prime location will come with fewer subsidies, but they have more restrictions like longer MOP period and income ceiling for resale buyers. If you are considering upgrading, it's essential to think about these new classifications. If you are in a non-prime area, you may have more flexibility and fewer restrictions when it comes to selling your flat. For instance, if you are currently in a non-prime area and thinking about upgrading, you could still look into purchasing a resale flat near the MRT station, even if it's not in a prime area. These flats will still be in high demand due to their accessibility, and their value is likely to be more stable over time. Let's take a quick look at a financial example. Suppose you want to upgrade from a 4-room worth 610,000 to a 5-room worth 650,000. Now, with the proceeds from your current flat and your HDB loan, you can upgrade while keeping your monthly installments relatively similar. If you want to keep some reserve funds for the future, you can pay $1 upfront cash and use your reserve to cover the difference in the loan, making your upgrade more manageable financially. As always, it's important to stay informed and plan ahead. If you are unsure about your options or plan to have your next move, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching.